everyone, my name is Sheree and I'm here today to review Uprooted by Naomi Novik. Uprooted was released in May of 2015. It is a fantasy novel and I believe it is a standalone. Uprooted is a story of a group of villagers in a forest named the Wood. The Wood has a lot of corruption and danger. If someone finds their way into the Wood, they either do not come out, or if they do come out, they are changed and not in a good way. These villagers have protection from the Wood by a wizard named the Dragon. This protection, however, comes at a price. Every 10 years, the villagers must give up a girl to the Dragon to serve him in his tower. After their time with the Dragon is up, they come back different. They are not the same girl when they left. When they come back to the village, well, if they come back to the village, they're only there for a short amount of time, and they're only there to see their family and pretty much say goodbye, and then they leave and make a home somewhere else. The Dragon makes his choice of which girl to serve him at a choosing ceremony. Every girl that is born in a certain year, when they turn 17, they line up at the choosing ceremony to see which one of them will be the chosen one. The choosing ceremony is coming up, and the villagers has pretty much already decided which girl the Dragon will choose. The girl the Dragon chooses is typically beautiful, talented, and brave. The girl for this ceremony the villagers believe will be taken is Kasha. Kasha's family has prepared for her to be taken since she was a little girl. The problem with this is Kasha is not the girl the Dragon chooses. Our main character is Agnieszka. She is one of the girls at the choosing ceremony. On the surface, she does not seem to have the traits the Dragon looks for. She is also best friends with Kasha and has been worried that Kasha will be taken away from Kasha's family and her, but she's never thought about herself being taken away from her own family and from Kasha. Uprooted reads like a fairy tale. The author said that her mother used to read her Polish fairy tales growing up, and this story was sort of based off of some of them. The pacing of the novel really worked for me. A lot happened, but it wasn't rushed. The summary on the dust jacket is very vague. It doesn't tell you who the Dragon chooses, as well as what happens after he makes his choice. I had no idea where the story was going, and I was excited and surprised when certain things happened in the plot. The setting felt like a fairy tale as well. I had no trouble picturing the wood, the villages, the tower where the Dragon lives, and the kingdom. The way the author described the wood and the creatures in the wood and everything that happened while the characters were in the wood was done really well. I really liked the characterization. I love the interactions with Agnieszka and the Dragon. They had great chemistry. The Dragon became her teacher. She learns magic. There are different types of magic in this story. There is magic that the Dragon does, which has rules and you can't be sloppy doing it. There is another type of magic that does not have rules, and the Dragon is not a fan of it, but our main character is. I would describe the Dragon as a sarcastic grump. There were scenes between him and Agnieszka that were hilarious. I was laughing a lot throughout this book. These two characters bounce off of each other very well. There is romance in this novel. There are a couple sexy time scenes in this book, but if you aren't a fan of romance novels, I would not worry. I don't believe that these scenes will turn you off. The relationship between Agnieszka and the Dragon, as much as I loved it, is not really the main focus of this book. I believe the main focus of this book is friendship, and especially the friendship between Agnieszka and Kasha. They are very protective of each other. Now, I don't want to spoil anything, but their devotion to each other and the way that they want to protect each other really helps drive the story. Another character that has a big part in this book is Prince Merrick. He is not really your typical fairy tale prince. He's not a nice prince. He's not someone that you want to grow up and marry one day. He's arrogant. He believes that he can have whomever and whatever he wants. He also kind of blackmails the Dragon and Agnieszka to help him in a quest. And like I said before, Agnieszka is very protective of her best friend, and she'll do anything for her best friend. And the blackmail kind of has something to do with Kasha, but I won't go any further with that because I don't want to spoil it for you. Uprooted is pretty much the story that once I finished, I wanted to turn back to the first page and start reading it all over again. It is pretty much the story of people being uprooted from where they've always known and put somewhere that's totally different, and them having to figure out how to deal with that. This is one of my favorite books I've read so far this year. There were hilarious moments, there were heartbreaking moments, the characters were wonderful, and I recommend this book to anyone that is in the mood for a modern fairy tale. So that is my review of Uprooted. Let me know if you've read this book or are thinking about reading this book in the comments down below. My goal for this channel is to at least do one review a week, and this is my first one. I hope this review helped you decide whether or not you want to pick up Uprooted. And as I said, let me know if you do, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!